start with recording. Okay, it's here. A little bit about agenda. So we have about 1 hour for this webinar. We'll about 40 minutes for the webinar presentation itself, and the rest of time, about 15 or 20 minutes, we'll spend to answer to your questions, if you have any of them. As we see from our experience, actually from this webinar, we've got a lot of questions, so you're welcome to type them in chat. And actually today with me, my colleague Ekaterina. She is a head of technical support in iRidium. She will assist me in chat, so during the webinar she will reply to your questions. And also she'll demonstrate some demo interfaces during the webinar, so sometime I will share my desktop with. So the aim of this webinar is to give you general information about iRidium, to make the whole picture of, let's say, iRidium features, its capabilities, what you can do with iRidium, what is it for, where it can be used, in what kind of projects, and explain in details what kind of components do we have, how you should use them, and how to create the project step by step. And also we'll speak about iRidium GUI editor, your own project, and we'll demonstrate you some features of them. But first of all, I'd like to ask you a few questions, if you don't mind. And these questions about you, about your position in company, about your experience in automation. So now actually you should say a question: how long have you been in automation market? So please let us know what experience do you have, how long you are in automation. It's interesting to us to understand how long you are busy with this business. Okay, so as far as I see, it's interesting, about 50% of you have more than 5 years experience in automation. That's good. And 26 or 30 at the moment, less than 1 year. Okay, that's great. Please, another question about your position in company. Are you integrator, engineer, or sales manager, or programmer, owner, maybe freelancer? So just specify other. So actually, there we have all of specified positions, integrators. Okay, but most of you programmers and owners of business. That's great. And the last question to you, then you will ask your questions to me and Ekaterina. Your experience with iRidium. It's interesting to know, have you been used iRidium before, or it's your first experience with our software, or you've tested but need to get more information? Okay, most of you have never used it before, 56%. Okay, great. Thanks a lot. Okay, let's proceed with the presentation. As I told you, we'll speak about iRidium, how to start with it. We'll explain you a bit about iRidium components, etc. So what is iRidium? Well, actually, iRidium, it's a software complex for home automation, for automatization of offices, hotels, etc. And it's a fully programmed solution, so we don't have any server solution, any other hardware, and we provide only software, iRidium components that you can use to control your projects, to control your systems. Then iRidium works on iOS, Android, Windows, or Mac-based devices, and it can control different systems in one project. What kind of them you can see this information on our website. Here you can see that we can control AV equipment and actually special automation solutions for IMX, Crestron, etc. So the whole list of them available on our website. Then, in case of audio-video, you can control it with full two-way communication, so to not only send comments but receive feedback, and you can create any interface based on needs of customer, on the end user. And on this slide you can see examples of iRidium interfaces. They can look. More of them you can also find on our website. They're available in GUI section. So we have ready iRidium interfaces, some of them for free, such as Metro or Black, and the rest of them they are paid. And the latest of them, it's a Moonlight GUI and B2 GUI. So actually, using these interfaces, you can save your time on creation projects. So you don't need to spend your time on graphical part of your project. Here you can see simple scheme how iRidium integrate with different equipment. So you can see at the left side that it control so-called JavaScript modules. So they are created by iRidium scripts, and it could be media servers, some receivers, or for instance SIP intercom and door panels. They're also controlled by these modules. And you can control building management systems such as MyHome, AMX, KNX, Modbus, whatever. They can be combined together, automation systems, and they can also be controlled from iRidium, from the panel with iRidium. They can be controlled together with, let's say, media servers or other stuff. The whole list of JavaScript available on our website, so you can see ready modules, so you can simply download them. They're for free and can use them in your project. What kind of projects can be created with iRidium? Here you can see rubber band project. What is good about this, that the integrator who created this project, they used iRidium to control 4 systems. What kind of? They controlled Hellwar, Modbus, Crestron, and KNX together from one interface. The interface itself is shown on this slide. You can see that they have something like a floor plan, and they demonstrate some lighting control. So it's a commercial project. It was created about half a year ago, and it's a great example to see how unlimited iRidium possibilities in case of controlling different systems. So we've started to speak about projects where iRidium can be used, and you can see 3 main markets for iRidium. So it can be should be useful for you if you came from residential, from commercial market, or from industry. I've already demonstrated you commercial project. Let's see, residential complex. So it was created in Beijing, China, and they used iRidium to control KNX system for lighting, shutters, etc. In apartments from iPad. So they simply use iRidium to control KNX and nothing more. So this is residential. The House of Rock, it's something like a commercial project where they use iRidium to control not only KNX but Sonos. Actually, they have about 6 Sonos players in this building, and this project luxury one, and iRidium suits them because of integration with KNX and Sonos. They didn't get it from any other, let's say, software solution. And project from industry, it's an Andres and Hauser project, the headquarters of this company based in Switzerland. So they use iRidium as a portable SCADA system for oil tank firms. You can see them in this picture. And they displayed with iRidium required parameters such as oil level in tanks, temperature, and density. So they used iRidium here to control it, to control Modbus, TCP/IP system. Okay, let's go further. Let's speak about creation of projects in iRidium. So here we'll see a scheme how to start and how to do it. So you need to download, to install iRidium component GUI editor on your PC to create some project, to set up connection with systems that you need to control, for instance KNX. Then also we'll install transfer, iRidium transfer on your PC. This program needed to transport your project from PC to control device. But before, you need to go to iRidium website. Here you can see to my account. I will demonstrate you. What is it needed for? Here you can see that you actually can buy iRidium. You can go to My Licenses section. You will see activation key that you will buy. In order to activate them, you need to get HVID of your control device, add it to this section, to HVID section, and activate your license. So here you can see that one of my licenses is already activated, and actually I can deactivate it up to 2 times. So it's useful when your customer lost his iPhone or Android panel, or simply get a new model. You get an iRidium license, you add it to transfer. We'll demonstrate you how to do it a bit later. And you also need to install iRidium client to your device. The name of this app is i2 Control. It's available on Android, on Google Play Market, and on the App Store. And then how it's going. So project is going to transfer. License is going to transfer as well. After that, you update your project with license to your control panel, and you will be able to control via IP any supported automation systems and audio-video equipment. License is needed in order to set up connection between automation system and your control device. Without license, you are not able to control anything. You can play with graphical interface, but to not control. Connection scheme. So I told you that you are able to control systems directly via IP. Here you can see different examples of, let's say, ways that you can use to control your systems. You can control it via Wi-Fi, Ethernet, 3G, and yeah, for some systems you'll need controller or web server, or some of them like KNX, they have KNX IP gateway, for instance, PAOS. And in case of audio video, you can control it directly via IP, or you can put it signal from IP to AR or IS-232 via some stuff like, let's say, global cache. Okay, so I mentioned iRidium components. So actually we have 2 types of them. We have development tools for Windows, and we have client part for iPad, iPhone, Android, Windows, and it's available for Mac. So 2 of them, editor and transfer, should be installed on your PC, and iRidium application, i2 Control, will be installed on control panel. So it's a native application. They're available for this kind of devices. What is good about iRidium is that all apps can launch the same GUI, the same interface, and applications interfaces, they work identically on any operation system. It means if it runs good and fast on your iPad, it will have same speed and same quality on your Android panel. Now let's speak a bit about iRidium advantages and good about iRidium. So iRidium keeps interfaces directly with equal graphic characteristics. So iRidium works faster than any web-based app if you want to compare it with web-based application. We have a unique visualization system. GUI looks and works equally well in all operation systems. Then, as I told you, you can integrate several protocols and systems in iRidium. So we have open tool to add new systems. We call it iRidium scripts. So with it, you actually can create your own driver to control any equipment. For sure, you'll need to have some experience in scripting. You have to be good in programming, but it's possible, and we have a lot of examples when our integrators or our partners create their own drivers via iRidium. What we have we have graphics and sound systems, thus wide opportunities to customize GUI to suit any client. So you can create any interface. And what is very important about iRidium, if we are talking about graphical part, when someone come to us and ask what differs you from your competitors, actually I can create something with their software, etc., and with no problem. So the question is that it depends on your customers and your projects. With iRidium, we do not keep you in navigation or logic of interface that we created. You can create your own logic and navigation. It's really up to you. It's not only just to change some buttons, their colors, or other graphical elements. You can change navigation and logic of your interface for 100%. So if your customer wants to change something, you can say to him, yes, it's possible, we can do it, and get this project. How to start with iRidium? First of all, you need to register at iridiummobile.net. So I've logged in already, but if I want to simply go through the registration, we call it simple registration because we actually ask just for your name and your email. You will be able to buy just one type of iRidium licenses, iRidium for AV and custom systems. But if you want to control another systems and want to get integrator pricing, you need to go through full registration, and with it you need to information about your company. Then our specialist will check it. If everything okay, if we say that you are integrator and busy in automation system, we'll approve you with no problem, with no pause, and you'll be able to buy iRidium. After that, iRidium components, they're available on download. Simply click to this button and that's it. It's on your PC or on your iPad. If you are going to the App Store or Google Play for Android, Mac also. Then you need to create graphic part of the project, set up connection with equipment in the editor. Then you are going to buy section to buy needed licenses and upload interface to your control panel. As you may see in my account, in buy section, we have several products. We call them products. So what is it needed for? So we have different drivers for different systems. So if you want to control AMX, you are going to buy iRidium for AMX. If you want to control HDL, you are going to buy iRidium for HDL. But if you want to combine several systems in one project, you need to go to iRidium Full, and you can buy licenses, full licenses to control unlimited number of supported systems supported by iRidium. Registration. So I explained you a bit about it. Probably most of you already gone through the full registration, downloading, okay, explained it to you, creating a GUI. So what you have to know at the moment, we have 3 different ways of creation and interface. We have iRidium sample GUIs. I've already demonstrated them to you. So it's a simple to get things done, to get graphical part of your interface of your project ready. Simply download or buy them, and that's it. Then we have a GUI wizard with standard themes. They're available in the editor. With it, you can get some pages, pop-ups, elements, combine them how you want, how you need, and get the interface ready. And another, the most, let's say, difficult and longest way, but unlimited, let's say, your own design, which can be created with the help of gallery. In it, you can get some items, some graphical elements to put them as you want at the page, and so actually it will be your imagination how the design should look like. It's a complex task for sure, but for luxury projects or for some individual project, that's actually what end customers need. A few words about graphical capabilities of iRidium. Here you can see a list of them. As you may see, there are many of them. And now I will switch on my monitor, will change it, my desktop, with Ekaterina. So she'll demonstrate you some interface. So you can see it on your PC. The name of this demo interface, iRidium Advanced Capabilities, it's available also for downloading. What is good about it is that you can play with it anywhere where you have iPad or Android tablet to demonstrate what end customer can get with iRidium. So it's actually graphical demonstration of graphical capabilities. So what kind of them? Let's start with after switching of portrait landscape orientation. So what is it needed for? To create the design which could change orientations and to control different functions in different page orientation. So as you may see, we have portrait, and you can create page with landscape orientation as well. Here they look like. What is it needed for? If you want to rotate your iPad or your customer want to get something in horizontal or vertical mode, it's possible. Just you need to create 2 different pages and set up an alternative view in the editor and choose what orientation will be as an alternative view. So you can see it in the editor that we are demonstrating right now. Let's speak about static and multi-state items. Now, with iRidium, we can create 3 different items. First of all, active button or display with 2 states. So when you click on it, it changes their view, and you can see that this is actually switched on or switched off. Another one, inactive button or display. With 1 state, it's needed for text or other static items, information in your interface, and multi-state button with more than 2 states. Yeah, so it looks beautiful. Many of customers like it and want to see it. And different examples of remotes can be created. So what is it needed for? The number of states defines the item behavior, if it's static or dynamic. Let's speak about lists. A list of pop-ups can be scrolled vertically or horizontally in the item of static list type. It's a flexible analog of gestures for scrolling pages. For instance, we use it for modules for media servers. So you can play with it as you need it. What is it needed for? It's needed for fast navigation and creation of long menus. Let's speak about joysticks and edit boxes. So edit box is a graphic item used for entering data from a standard keyboard or internal project keyboard. So it's needed for some searching if you want to find something, etc. And joystick, it's a graphic item on the basis of which color picker can be created to control LED lighting, where RGB palette, RGB colors are processed via scripts. Each driver needs its own script. You can see an example how joystick can look like. Okay, so what is it for? Edit box for password input, for sending temperature values, and joystick color picker needed to control DMX with the help of RGB palette. Let's speak about time, date, and battery. So this information can be received from your device, from your iPad or Android, and you can display it in iRidium. So with the help of system tokens. And system tokens are system variables of the projects. It's needed for reading only, and how you can use it. So you can create a status bar similar to the one used on iOS or on Android. Katerina demonstrate us how it can looks like. To use device coordinates for controlling the house, so it means you can iRidium can see where you are. For instance, you can see compass right there. So it's for easy navigation in your house or in office. So you can see where you are, and in this room or in this zone, for instance, light can be switched on if system define that you are there. And also you can use it to control light brightness by line iPhone or Android, as I told you. Let's speak about animation of opening pop-ups. So it's about graphical features. It can look differently with different speeds and with different effects. And what is it needed for? So pop-ups can appear from any part of a page, and radial switch of control zones can live in any project. Here you can see all examples. Let's speak about another feature, URL schemes. So what is it for? For instance, in iRidium you can open music application by clicking buttons in projects. For instance, you want to listen music from some website or some source, you can create it. It's not a problem. Or it's needed to go to the website of company by clicking on its logo. So you clicked on it, browser will appear, and you will see website of specified company. So here we, for instance, create link to a iRidium mobile website. Or you can choose music source, and when you click the button music, you will go to this to listen it. Let's speak about macros. Probably you know about them. It's needed for, let's say, creation of sending some many comments to by clicking one button. So here you can see an example. You can, by pressing one button, show pop-up, play samples, and make a delay with 3000 milliseconds, and then hide pop-up. So what is it for? To perform sequences of actions with one click. And macros can be saved for using on other items, actually. Password for commands. We call it also pin access. So we have up to 4 levels for password, and if you need to, let's say, make one page or send some and do not allow it to do it for your children's, or it's needed only for you as an integrator, you can put password to the graphical element, and then when you create it, if someone wants to go to this page or send this command, it's impossible if password is not correct. So as I told you, you can create up to 4 levels of security in your projects. Video from IP cameras. You can also create some pages where you can show, we'll demonstrate it to you with Ekaterina. 1 second, please. So here you see how it can be placed, what kind of information here could be. For instance, it's in format JPEG, it's an MJPEG, and with different effects, with different positions, it can be placed on different pages. So it's in real-time projects and real-time cameras, and we also support cameras with RTCP format. So you can see the whole house without closing iRidium with the help of IP camera streaming, and you can receive calls from intercom. For instance, you have some guests outside, they call to you, iRidium notificate you about it, so then you can say who is it and decide to open the door or not. Screensaver, it's an interesting and useful feature for those who want to not run iRidium for the whole time if they don't use it. So from after some period of time, 30 seconds, 1 minute, it's up to you, special page can appear in iRidium. So you just need to create this page and set up parameters when it should be shown and how it should look like. So Ekaterina creates a simple example of screensaver. Visit parameters. Set up what kind of page is it. We set up time interval and save it. Then we can get this screensaver. It will appear after 20 seconds. Let's speak about ready-made modules made based on iRidium scripts. So, as I told you, we have it for media servers, for SIP intercom, for weather, for receivers and others equipment. What is it needed for? These ready-made modules. So they are created based on iRidium scripts, and it's almost impossible to set up two-way communication with media servers or SIP servers without help. And that is why we recommend to use ready-made modules, and how it can be added to your project simply by merging of projects. So actually in the editor you can add to your current project project of, let's say, Sonos or XBMC. On my desktop I demonstrate how it can be merged. So project 1, your current project, you simply download XBMC, for instance, for iPad, and then merge them together. By the way, all information that I explained to you right now, it's a general information about iRidium. I'm sure that most of you want to go deep in details, and you'll be able to do it if you are going to iRidium Academy and sign up for or pre-registered for upcoming iRidium webinars. We have them for AV, for KNX, and on all of them we explain how to work with the editor, how to create drivers, and actually we are about to start special webinar about UI editor. So please go to iRidium Academy on our website, and we'll wait for you on the upcoming webinars. They're for free, by the way. So what is it for? To add ready-made modules or to merge two projects for controlling them from one device. For instance, the project of your office and your house. Someone need it. Let's speak about notification. So as I explained, if someone calls you via door panel, iRidium shows a notification if there is an incoming call. And they can be set up for any driver. Information that is important, it's available only for iOS devices only. So you can use them only on iOS-based, on iPads or iPhone, iOS-based devices. Let's speak about drivers, how to set them up. So actually we have three types of them. We have built-in drivers, and you can see them on product page, automation solutions. Here they are. So it's a native drivers. They created on C++, and that's why they are built in. They have two-way communication with systems, with automation systems. Also we have driver for custom systems. By default, it's a driver with one-way communication, just to send commands. But when you are buying AV and custom systems device license pro, it means that you activate script and you are able to use ready-made modules, and you also get two-way with audio video. So you can send comments and receive feedback. And we have ready-made modules made on iRidium scripts. They're with full two-way communication, and when you want to use them, actually you receive the whole project with ready-made. So the only thing you need to do is to stop connecting your current Sonos player. As I told you when we spoke about licenses, different drivers are suitable for different ways of control. Some of them for ready solutions, for commands for AV, commands and feedback for AV. And built-in drivers and driver for AV, they are it. It means that you need to buy licenses to control them. Ready-made modules will be available to use with any Pro license. We'll speak about it right now. So licenses can be from our distributor or from our website, buy section. You need to activate them in My Account and upload the license file on the control panel. Let me go to the iRidium wiki, where we have information, a lot of information. iRidium, and go into licensing. You will see different types of licenses. So main of them device and site license. Device license means that you can use it only one control panel, but you can control any controller. It's up to you. So if you buy device license for AMX, it means you are able to control AMX, etc. With site license, you can control any number, use any number of panels, but they are available only for AMX, for Crestron, KNX IP BIOS, or HDL. And as I mentioned before, we have also full licenses. With them, you can control unlimited number of supported protocols. So if you need to combine several systems, it's better for you. Uploading a project. We'll demonstrate you how to upload with the help of Katerina. 1 second. So now you will see iRidium transfer. Here you can see name of your project, name of your device, idiot, all that. When you want to send the project to your panel, you just click to send button in the editor. Yeah, then you select panel, okay. And then you search for the panel for read I2 control should be launched on your control panel, and it's searching for it. So in transfer you will see all devices where iRidium runs at the moment. So we are going to upload interface to iPhone of Ekaterina. We choose trial license, click to update button, and project on our device. Here you can see a progress bar, how it's uploading. That's it. After that, it's on your device. What we also have, it's a multi-design. It means that you can upload several projects to one device to control office, to control your house, your apartments. So you are able to upload them step by step. But for it, in order to control all of them, you need to have a special page where a customer can choose, let's say, project number 1, project number 2, etc. We have information about it on our wiki called multi-design. So you're welcome to get information from our wiki as well. Yeah, multi-design. What other features and advantages we offer to our customers? OEM partnership, so we offers to get you or your partners, if they want, their own apps in the App Store or Google Play. Here you can see examples of them. So some of our OEM partners, it's an integrator, some of them like HDL, it's an automation systems manufacturer, and it's good for your brand name, for your promotion, when each of, let's say, friends of a customer can see that, okay, you are using application from this or that company. So there could be your name, and it's good to promote your company. As a conclusion, iRidium can be used to control the whole office, because you can control any systems. iRidium support modern DVRs and IP cameras. iRidium supports modern video intercom such as Mobotics or Helios. Others, for instance, ABB. And we have ready modern servers for you now. How you can continue? So, as I mentioned before, you can go through webinars of iRidium Academy. This information will be June. So now you can for them, and then you will get notification when we have a scheduled time and date. You can go to Wiki to get about next lessons available on our YouTube channel and also on the self-study section on our website. Here it is. Self-video. Here you can. And yeah, we have knowledge base and forum and also tech support. If you have specific questions about your project, you're welcome to ask us. The upcoming as you may say AV for AV, for KNX, for HDL. We have special webinars about scriptings for beginners who are not strong in programming but want to get some basic information, and we have training about the drivers to control any equipment. Now it's time for your questions. So as far as I see, Katerina in contact with you in chat. But if you have another questions, you're welcome to type them right now. From my side, I'd like to say thank you for your time. It was my pleasure to let you know more about iRidium. So if you have any questions, stay with us. We have about 10 minutes more. If not, you can close the windows and you will get a notification about evaluation report. So we ask you to answer a few questions in it. Okay, about your questions, let's go to chat. Sorry. Question from Kevin. Can we use backup on iRidium with a normal router? Yes, it's possible, but via Modbus. Because now, as you may know, backup driver under development and it's in beta. We need to test it and improve it. So, but actually, backup can be controlled via Modbus. You can get, by the way, this information right there. Okay, any other questions? Let me stop recording.